So hey guys, welcome on board. A bit of a weird view to start the video off with. Let's go outside to talk a bit more. So we're on the ground in Amsterdam. We got out the truck and went off to the airport, and we've now got a Sanrio characters Hello Kitty 777 of EVA Airlines. Today we're going to be going on quite a long trip with the aircraft. I'm just going to, whilst that renders in, I'm actually going to get our route plan. And, well, actually what I can do is I can literally just click here and hit battery on. And then emergency lights armed, which gives us some lighting here. Bog brake set. And then I need to do a fire check. Actually, don't do a fire check on the APU, do it? Does it itself? An APU on. Whilst the APU starts, the screens will do their self-checks. And I'll be able to talk to you a bit about what we're going to be doing today. So as I said, we're going from Amsterdam to Romeo Charlie Tango Papa RCTP, which it happens to be Taipei's, I can't pronounce the name of the airport. I tried to do it in the previous video that I did in this general area. I can't do it, I'm really sorry. So, is this working yet? Anyway, all the switches are in that need to be in. ADIRUs can come on. Just switch the FMC on a bit. So unfortunately you've got to wait 5 minutes for the aircraft. What I'll actually do is I'll just say PMDG options, panel state load, and long turnaround, because you've got to wait 5 minutes for the screens to do self-checks, which I can't be bothered to do. Alright, now I'm just going to switch the dome light on. ADIRU on, dome light is there. And oop. There we go. So we've got to wait for this to align. We've got one of the latest ARACs. Now route, as I said, it's going to be EHAM, which obviously is Amsterdam, to Romeo Charlie Tango Papa. Flight number is EVA 558. We haven't got a company route, so we're just going to have to say next page, Archie departures. We're going to be from Warwick to Charlie today, and we're going to Andic, which I'm not actually sure what the SID is, so we're going to go SIDless today, because it actually doesn't even tell me. Route, next page. So after that it's direct to Andic, yep. I'll insert the IAU position in a few moments. Unfortunately, I've not got printouts of the company of the flight plan. Then it's the Uniform November 732, a funny name which I can't pronounce. Damn it! I wish it wouldn't like disappear. So, Uniform November 873. Juiced. Uniform Papa 729. And that's to Dosser. Then direct to Etoba. Then direct to Polho. Can't even pronounce that. Then direct Hotel Golf Hotel. And finally direct Besto. And Besto, let me just find it on the flight plan. Yeah, Besto is actually pretty. Yeah, right. Besto is 26 degrees north. I'm just looking at the flight plan. I may as well do direct to as well from here. So it's Besto, Copra, Baker. Baker, and then APU. We'll do the arrivals from APU, but so we'll just do that. Now, next things next. GPS positions, what we'll use for the ADIOUs. That's aligned now. Route per finish. We need a little bit less gas than we've got on board, but I'm actually going to just initialise everything. Reserves with this aircraft is in pounds, so we'll go for £15,000 of reserves. Initially cruising at flight level 330. Cost index is 85, bear with that. And I'm just going to hit progress, then I can get rid of about £100,000 of gas. FS actions, fuel, 2200. No, 22200. It's 200. That's what I want. Then if I just look at it again, that's £40,000 on arrival, which is about nice. It's a little bit more than I'd perhaps be looking to take normally, but it's alright. It's alright. Ba-ba-da. Thrust limits, D-rate 10% for takeoff. Flaps will be 20. This is standard SOPs with most companies flying the whiskies. Thrust limitations we've configured. Now, surface winds are 190 at 18. And the crossword is going to be it's 0/wet. Okay, I'm just going to say it's 0. Now, OAT is 7 degrees. Yep, I'm happy with those V speeds, that's configured. Now we'll just pretend we've got everybody on board. We can close some of the doors, start the APU up. Actually, no, what we can do is we can start without the APU today. So I'm just going to set FS actions. Then it's going to be doors. Close. Close, close, close. On the door. Then ground connections. Ow, my neck hurts. And then I'm going to connect the ASU and disconnect that. So we're going to pretend the APU is inoperative today. So we'll call pushback. Ah, crumbs. That was the wrong thing for me to request. Right, so KLM reset position, because I broke it there by I've broken it completely now. Alright, we're back. GSX and prepare for push and departure. You can KLM, yep. Now I'm just going to have a look at the stand we're in before I tell it which direction I want to be pushed out to. So yeah, it's going to be nose to the right, tail to the left. Actually yes I do, but I'm not going to tell it that. So now that everyone's got a passenger signs and doors are automatic, which is good. So now we'll just start engine number 1. Fuel. This fuel's supposed to go immediately, really, but emergency lights were on, weren't they? Alright, disarmed them when I reloaded the panel down. Yep, but until I start the engine, I'm not disconnecting the ASU. Unfortunately, I haven't got the GSX effect, the FSFX, but FSFX package installed, which I think it would probably look pretty cool, but yeah, it's not installed. I'm pretty sure such a tiny push vector cannot push a 777 back. You could push maybe a Cessna back, but not a 777. That's as heavy as we are. So anyway, from here we're going to go 18 Charlie, so that's going to be coming out of here. Can we go like down that way? It's going to be a longer drive, I think. 18 Charlie, is that right? So 18 Charlie, if I'm not mistaken, is that runway there? Yeah, it is. So we're going to taxi off down that way, turn right, turn left, get out the hell out of Dodge. Normally, last time we were here, we took off from that runway, I think. Alright, are we engine started? Yep. Yep, engine started, power's taken over. And I'm going to disconnect the other thing, and wheel chocks removed. Park brake is set. And I'll start engine number 1, 2, master waiting. Fuel, entry rotation and oil pressure is rising.
Locking gear.
We can now do some funky stuff like disconnect this, Control Shift G, which if I had the flight directors turned on, engages toga mode. Flight directors on both sides, LNAV and VNAV are armed. Then I can re-engage auto throttles, because if we hit Control Shift G when the auto throttles are on, basically the aircraft's going to go barreling forwards into the terminal. Fuel's on. We've got fuel in the centre tank. It's reduced, the centre tank's also got to be on. It doesn't really matter in terms of fuel logic of this aircraft which engine, which part of the fuel system you use, because apparently they did a test with the only fuel in one side of the aircraft, and apparently it did not affect the handling at all.
Release parking brake. Commencing push.
Okay.
All engines clear.
You do that, sir.
Start that wheel.
We can pressurise. So we're pressurising all of these tanks. Packs can both come on now. For some reason the right hand packs lead is disabled at this stage. We'll work that out shortly. Both packs have gone off. Peculiarities. Yeah, I've got my head at like weird angle trying to look at the packs thing, but we'll see if that comes back during the taxi out. If it doesn't, we return to gate item. Can't see why that's not coming online, because it got good bleeds from this side leading into here. I know. So we got the air coming out the engines. It's going into the system. It's going through the isolation valves. There we go. Packs have just come online. Yeah, there you go. So that'll have gone off now. For some reason the packs didn't come online for a few seconds. I do not understand this effect here. I'm going to see if I can delete it from the FSX full stop, because I hate it that much. Even when you shut your engines down, it's there. Also, now for sakes of our night vision, we can turn on this, turn that off, and we've got the lights the way we need them for going about places. Logo light could have been on. Turn offs, they can come on because they're not actually going to affect what the marshallers are doing, because they're not actually illuminating him, as you can see, because they go for 45 degrees. Bleed off APU. Alright, so if I just turn that on, will that make the aircraft happy? Yes, it does seem to. Okay, they also use whatever the name of the system is that they use to track your movement on the ground here, that requires you to run the TCAS in Ultra mode. Gear pages, just keep actually flight controls, because I never remember to do it when I'm flying the 777. That's a flight control check. You can actually do it whilst being pushed out. So for left, for right, neutral, full back,
set parking brake,
full forward, neutral, full left rudder, full right rudder, neutral. Because you disconnected the nose wheel steering, so it's no biggie. And that's it, unfortunately for the aircraft. So I've done the flight control check now, no one can criticise me. And well, you'll find something else to criticise me from, I know that much. So, also we need trim back to 6.5 degrees. 6.25 degrees, sorry.
Unlocking gear.
There we go. Also, B2's 166.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass main
Just saying.
removed.
And altitude will 10k will do, and what's runway heading? Can I clean it off that? 183. I'll leave 1801. So now that he's moving himself away,
Left is clear. Right is clear.
he'll be over there somewhere. Let's give him a hand signal. Where is he? Oh, there he is. So I've got the wave. I could find from the first officer seat for the next 777 flight. Let's do that. Job brakes released. Let's go. So as we're taxiing out, which means a little bit extra for us to get us going because we are pretty heavy seemingly. Oops. Okay, and toe brakes. Yep, they work. Now I'm just going to stick auto brakes to RTO. RTO. Okay, they are refusing. You guys can see that as well as I can. Ooh. Bit of excessive pumping there. Got out of the So we're turning right onto this next one. Key point 2, remember, is that it's the nose wheel's behind your bum. So you got to pull 6 feet further forward than you think you should before you're doing the turn. You've got to try not to stop in a turn because you won't get moving again without going in a straight line for a bit. Then that's never good. Okay, you take one further level of flap. Flap 20, there we go. Why wouldn't it let us set auto brake RTO? There we go, it's sticking in. Very station. 777 is pretty gorgeous. You get like a flyback there. I like wing views as well for some reason. I'm going to probably do like a landing just from wing view someday. A few friends of mine fly manual landings from wing view and I'm like, are you crazy, mate? I'm supposed to be friends with me, he has to be crazy, but yeah. Ooh, look at that. Let's go. Not the back. I must momentarily pad lost electrical power to the aircraft now perhaps, but yeah, they just disappear occasionally, I don't know why. I love 777. The amount of windage that's just... I want to do like a failure with this aircraft, because I know I did like, well I think I did one with the 73, but I've never done it in the triple where I've actually done like a VR cut or something. We're up all the way down there. It is important to keep the aircraft moving. I mean, as well, losing the textures like that doesn't really help you much. We've got a bit of CB activity in the southeast of the zone. Luckily, we're heading off in the opposite direction. This is actually real world weather, apparently. And I don't think there's thunderstorms in Amsterdam in the middle of December. A bit fast now. But we're running late, so we're looking to get out of here ASAP. And I'm looking to film the full video tonight and I want to get a bit of decent time, so... That's taxi. Yeah, taxi down to the end and blast off on it, Charlie. Off in that general direction. know I'm kind of pulling yoke left as well, but you can't see that. Actually, you can. But yeah, it's just for some reason if I like roll the ailerons, I feel like the aircraft turns better. Do a full flight control check during the taxi. If it was any colder than this, I'd be concerned and I'd actually call for de-icing, because it's 7 degrees on the ground, which means we'll get freezing rain, which can freeze in the winds. Yeah, the fuel temp's 10 degrees. OAT's 13, so we've got no bother. We're right there. I will just taxi down again, turn in again, and then get gone. It's going to be... Yeah, you got 1-8 Charlie and 1-8 right quite close to each other. Charlie's obviously the one closest to us. So we're going to aim for Charlie, which is going to be the next left. I've never flown, as I say, I haven't flown this with for a while now, I think, in terms of the channel. Because I think the last time I did a proper flight with her was across the pond eastbound. So yeah, definitely need to. But, I think if I take, not next left, but the second left on, we'll be able to take off that way. And that'll be a gorgeous departure. Also, I actually have installed Allback's FTX Global, but you can't actually see it because I've never actually done a daytime flight since I've installed it. I suppose that was in this flight. The next flight you guys are seeing, that was kind of like mainly over water, or angles where you couldn't see land basically, because it was Taipei. There we go, transponder's now correct, configured. Okay. So, we should have the bing bong from the cabin now. We're going for takeoff. Clearances, so we'll turn left and we'll stop. And just pretend we called the cabin and they've said yes, we're ready, and sorry we didn't hit the bing bong. Okay, so I'll just stop with hold. Should we stop here? Very quickly set parking brakes. Takeoff light, so our landing light, sorry. Turn-offs can come off, the taxi comes off, the strobe comes on. Wing lights, they can come on, because basically, if we have a problem during the takeoff, it makes it a lot easier for the passengers to see, you know, massive holes in the engine cowling or something. Yeah, I just saw a thing there saying cabin secure. Oh, we've pretended we've called them, so... Hello, yes, oh, sorry, the cabin's secure, yeah, sorry, we got a bit distracted when it comes to tea. Okay. Clear on the approach, check. Okay. So we aim to do this as a rolling departure. This is 1-8 Charlie, that's confirmed.
Approaching 1-8 center, approaching 1-8 center, approaching 1-8 center.
Yep, we can understand that, Raz. So, I'm just going to advance my throttles to about 40%. That is set. Go around. Toga.
On taxiway, on taxiway.
No, we're not. Continue maneuver. 80 knots. I have 17 knot headwind component just picked up. That'll make us take off a lot nicer.
V1.
Rotate. V2. Positive right. Landing gear up. Okay, and we'll just roll to further command. Keeping an eye out for those thunderstorms. Yeah, you can see a little bit of the FTX global scenery going on there now. I'm pretty sure this is not a legitimate departure from Amsterdam. And Command A, or autopilot. We can then just go straight to 33M. got some flashes. So, flash procedure. Dome light comes on. Blink. All the lights in the cockpit come on, which is just a bid for us not to blind each other. Or blind ourselves, sorry. Correction. And everything, all the signs stay on. Cabin crew are going to remain seated for a little bit longer. Whilst we accelerate the aircraft. We're backs to the storm now, climbing into clear weather. We can see that visually. So I'm happy, you're happy. Well, you don't get a choice in being happy. Everything's correctly configured. So just lift flaps 15 in. And we'll lift up to flaps 5 now. The aircraft seems to be climbing very slowly. I'm just going to look at thrust limits again. I'm just going to put myself 4 to climb, which gives it a bit more extra thrust. Okay, good housekeeping measures. Heading select. You can tell it's pretty windy now. I think the tailwind's part of the reason we can't climb particularly well right now. Okay, flaps 1. Flaps up, just roll it up to the up position. And climb speed's gone up a bit now. And we outie boys. We outie. So, find out up down to Amsterdam. Heading inland to Central, heading in over Europe. And once the cockpit text is rendered back in, I'll probably, well, that's standard by the way, because that's the transition altitude in the Netherlands. It's about 3,000 feet, I believe, 3,500, it varies day to day. There we go, climb rate's just gone up, it looks like I'm fast forwarding it, that's how quickly we're going up right now. Okay, we'll just recycle that to release the cabin crew from their seats to do whatever it is they need to do right now. And we'll head towards Andic. Up, off, off. We'll wait till we get to 10,000 and then we'll release passengers and we'll also release landing lights, or turn them off. And then we'll see you when we get closer to Taipei. It should be in about 4 hours for you and it'll be about the same amount of time for me because I am going to use fast forward. I don't want to, it's like, well, 8:30 at night, so I really want to go to bed soon. Okay, so to passing 8,000 feet, so we can start doing 10k flows. Seatbelts to automatic. To the waterfall. So ADI I used correct, everything, just literally staking my way down this panel, making sure everything's correct. Camera lights on, but actually to turn those on because I want to have a look outside later, see if they're actually bobbled. Right, again, everything here is just set correctly, just again staking my way down. That's off, 1, 2, 3 is off, and all that's correctly set, wing lights can come off now. And Dick is the next waypoint, and that's, yeah, we'll get there shortly. There's 10k guys. So from myself, and even Taipei, with Hello Kitty on the screen. Hello Kitty and fun! Yay! It's a good night, I'll see you in part 2. See you then. Bye.